Yo, what's good with y'all? In today's video, I got how to make fish or the fish fishing system part 2 and stuff. I'll keep the series going so long as you guys show the series love and support. Stuff, if there's anything you guys want to see me do or any like issues you find, let me know in the comments. And yeah, thank you for all the love and support y'all showed on part 1. And let's go ahead and get straight into part 2. Okay, so for part 2, I added some stuff. I fixed the bug that someone put out in my comment section. I forgot their name, but shout out to you because you know who you are and stuff. You pointed out a bug to me, and I appreciate that. So I added the bestiary, which is just the inventory system, so you can just view the fishes you've collected, as well as see information about them, as well as I added a stat system, which is levels and money and stuff, as well as just a fish info folder, which we'll go through all that. So first things first, I want to go through the stuff that's already pre-made and stuff. 'Cause I didn't feel like redoing it. So the bestiary, this is literally just a book. Like I literally just went to the toolbox, as y'all know. I just go to the tool. I literally just typed in book tool, and then I just took one of these. I think it was this. I think like I just took this, right. Since it's a tool, that means it's already welded to like my player. It's going to already be in my player's hand. So all I did was just take that, rename it to bestiary. Like that was literally just it, and then just put it inside of starter pack. That's all I did and stuff with that. Then inside of replicated storage, you're going to want to make a fish info folder. This is for if you want to have information on each fish and stuff. So you would simply just click the plus icon on replicated storage, click folder, insert a folder, rename it to fish info folder. If we open it up, you'll see I have the different kinds of fish. So you would simply insert another folder into said folder, and then you're gonna have your each individual fish with their stuff inside. So you would have the name of the folder be the name of the fish. The names need to match, so make sure it's case sensitive. So make sure the names match. Then if we open it up, you want to insert 4 string values, right? So click the plus icon, type string, click that. You need 4 of them. You're going to name one description, name one fish name the other location, and name this one rarity, right? So as you can see, rarity, uncommon, location, North Atlantic, fish name, haddock, and then description. I just got this stuff from Google. I literally just searched this stuff up. Again, I don't know nothing about fishing, but yeah. So yeah, so this is just info so that like the UI can, pull the information on the specific fish and the player, and then it can show the player, display the information. Then yeah, same thing in all the other folders. Obviously, the information is different depending on which fish we're talking about. But yeah, so that's the fish info folder. Just make sure that's inside of replicated storage so it can be accessed on the client side. There should be no issue with having it in replicated storage because like even if exploiters are able to access it doesn't really change anything. Like this doesn't have like any information of like prices that the fish can be sold for. Like it's all just display information. That's it. Like it's just miscellaneous information. Like there's nothing important of like the chance of getting the fish, how much it sells for. So even if an exploiter was to access this and change things, it wouldn't really do anything honestly. But that aside, yeah, so that's just the pre-made stuff, just the bestiary. I think that's how you say it, bestiary. And the fish info folder. So now we can get into the adjustments with the scripts. So first, we're actually no, sorry, we need to get into the UI stuff because we have to make the what is it called? The fish info frame as well as the bestiary frame. So we're gonna open up Core GUI. We're going to want to insert a scrolling frame into Core GUI. So plus icon, we're going to find a scrolling frame, rename said scrolling frame to bestiary frame. I think that's how you spell that. Beast. Oh no, wait, is it bestiary? Wait, no way. Oh my god, I've been spelling it bestiary. It's bestiary. That is crazy. Okay, so bestiary. Yeah, frame. We're gonna put this like in the middle or kind of like over here. Obviously, we need the frame to be pretty big, so like maybe 500 or maybe like 400 by 300 perhaps. So something like this. Bird, no, actually, it probably needs to be like 500, yeah. So like wider. Then background color, you guys can set the colors to whatever you want. I'm just gonna do this, something like that. I'm gonna throw in a UI stroke. Bam, set it to white. Just like that. It's nice. Then I'm gonna insert a UI grid layout so that our stuff is automatically what's it called? Our stuff is automatically sorted. So for the UI grid layout, I did 150 by 70, but you guys can do whatever you want, right? And then here's just an example of what it'll look like. So it'll be like that, right? And then from there, that's it for the frame actually. Now we can move on to the fish info frame. So when a player clicks on one of the fish that they own, it'll pop up this frame will open with like all the necessary information and stuff about it. So we'll insert a regular frame. We'll put it like to the side over here. We can make this really like I think I did like 300 by that. Yeah, that's actually perfect. Actually, yeah, 300 by 300. So same thing. So dark grayish color, 0.2 background transparency. Um, I'll do a UI stroke with this as well. Stuff, a nice white, right? Then we'll rename said frame to fish info frame. Then we're going to need to enter some text labels. So just like here, instead of fish info, we're going to just need a text label for each individual one, right? So we'll insert a text label. Obviously, the first one at the top will be the name. So you guys can customize this in any way you want. Naming is very important. So we're going to say name text label, bam, right? So bold, rich text, scale text, right? And then obviously no text by default. Well, I mean, you could just put fish name, like, insert fish name or something if you wanted to. I decided to make the background. I think I just did like kind of like a light grayish. It's like a faded light gray, so like background transparency 0.2 or 0.4. Yes, just something like, yeah, I just want to say something like that. Maybe I do a UI stroke in this as well. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I do Y and then border. Maybe do something like that. But yeah, so name text label, then duplicate it, control plus D by the way, or just have it selected the duplicate up here. Then you'll just rename this to this could be rarity text label. Duplicate this, control D, drag it under, and then lastly, or not lastly, this is location text label, and then lastly, description, control D again. And then obviously we'll want this to be a little bit bigger since, the description was probably, a lot more information. So we just like 100 and bam, just put like in the middle. So yeah, then just rename this to description, text label, and boom. Just like that, we are done. Everything else is scripting. So of course, by default, we want both these frames to be set to not visible. And then now we can move on to the scripting. So this won't take us long. Open up the local core script. We're going to create one variable. Of course, we're going to create a variable for the fish info folder. So you're going to go right after the remote event variable. You're going to say local fish info folder is equal to game.replicated storage. Wait for child fish info folder, right? Then I am going to scroll down here and stuff. We're going to click right here. We are going to go right here, enter. Going to say else if input dot user input type is equal to nm. The user input type, okay, that's the wrong thing. User input type dot keyboard and not processed. Now what I'm doing is whenever the player presses 2, we're going to open the bestiary. The reason for this is because the fishing rod is our first tool and the bestiary is our second tool. So yeah. So and not processed and player dot character, because if the tool is inside the character, that means they have it equipped. So if you can find the bestiary, enter. That means they have it equipped. So if input.keycode is equal to nm.keycode.to, right? But again, you guys can do whatever keybind you want, right? Then we will first clear out any current buttons so that we don't have any duplicates and stuff for the fish info, or sorry, the bestiary frame and stuff, so that there aren't like repeated buttons for each fish that the player owns. So we'll say for IV in pairs, let's wipe it out. So core GUI dot bestiary frame, get children, enter. Then you'll just say if V is a text button, enter V destroy, right? Then after the for I loop, we will use another for I V in pairs loops. We will say for I V in pairs. We will say player dot fish caught. This is going to be our folder that keeps track of not only what fish we've caught, but how much we have of them and stuff, which we'll create on the server side. So get children, close parentheses, enter. You'll create a fish text button for each, fish they own. So fish text button, we're just gonna do some customization. So text button is equal to instance.new quotation marks text button. which got to set some properties. So fish text button dot name is of course equal to v dot name dot quotation marks text button. Enter. We'll say fish text button dot background color 3 is equal to color 3 dot new. In parentheses, you're going to put 0.23 comma 0.23 comma 0.23. It's like a faded gray. Then fish text button dot background transparency is equal to 0.2. Fish text button dot text color 3 is equal to color 3 dot new 0 comma 0 comma 0. So just black. Then fish text button dot text scaled is equal to true. Fish text button dot rich text is equal to true. Fish text button dot font face dot bold is equal to true. Fish text button dot text is of course equal to v dot name. And then fish text button dot parent is equal to core GUI dot bestiary frame, and then yeah, then we're gonna set up the function so that you can get the necessary information for that specific fish. So we'll say fish text button dot mouse button one click connect function close parentheses enter. Then you'll retrieve the specific fishes folder from the fish info folder. So you will say local fish info is equal to fish info folder, regular brackets, then you're going to put v.name, because remember that's the name of the fish. So you retrieve whichever folder it is, then you'll be able to access the information inside. So then we will say core GUI fish info frame rarity text label text is equal to invitation marks rarity colon space dot. Then you'll say fish info rarity value. Then you can really copy and paste this to save yourself some time. So just select it, Control C, Control V, Control V, Control V, right? And then obviously when we're done, we are going to say core GUI fish info frame visible. If it's not already, make it visible. But of course we have to update this. So rarity, then the name, and obviously, it's just a lot easier if we just, just go through it like this. So after, oh, my bad, not name. Name text label, make sure you do the right one. Then location text label, it's literally just, yeah, just save ourselves some time. Control C, Control V. Then for this, we have a description, and description, right? Then the last thing we got to do is we're going to skip two ends, and then after that, we're going to make it so that the bestiary frame is available. So core GUI.bestiary frame.visible is equal to true and stuff, because that means all of the fishes that the player currently owns are visible and stuff. And let me just double check and make sure we're good. Okay. So then just like that, we're done with that. Then we're just gonna go down here. We're gonna add a function down here. So, or sorry, we're gonna add on to this if statement. So right here, enter, else if. Okay, that's nice, but also. So else if input dot user input type is equal to enum dot user input type. This is simply just closing the bestiary, by the way. So user input type dot keyboard and not processed and player dot backpack fine for styled bestiary, because that means you have to unequipped it. So enter. Then we will say if input dot keycode is equal to enum dot keycode dot two. Enter. Right. Then after we shall say core GUI dot bestiary frame dot visible is equal to false, as well as core GUI dot fish info frame dot visible is equal to false, right? And then just like that, we are done with the local script. Now we can move on to the server script. Okay, so let's go ahead, close the fish info folder, open up the core server script. First things first, I want to add the stats function. Where did I add this? So it was like 15. So right after all this. Okay. So I'm gonna go right here, right? And I'm gonna say game.players.player added connect function in parentheses put PLR register for the player. Enter. Then we're gonna set up our leader stats and fish and like fish caught folder and everything. So we're gonna first set up leader stats. So leader stats is equal to instance.new fish marks folder. Leader stats.name is equal to leaders stats, right? Then we're going to parent it, of course, to the player. Then we're going to set up our fish caught folder. So fish caught is equal to instance.new folder. Then fish caught dot name is equal to fish caught. Then fish caught dot value, or sorry, not dot value, dot parent is equal to player. Then we're going to create a money and level value so that can be displayed to all players. So let's do local money is equal to instance.new number value. Enter money.name is equal to money dot value by default is set to whatever you want. I'm gonna say 0. Money dot parent is of course equal to leader stats. Then we can just copy and paste this. Control C, Control V. Rename this to level. So Control C, Control V, Control V, Control V, Control V. Obviously, starting level is will usually 1, but up to y'all. And then just like that, we've set up our leader stats. Then we're going to come here and uh, let me think actually, hold on. So we go into the for every in pairs loop, and then I added, oh yeah, I remember now. Okay. So after the if yeah, right here. After the if statement, we're gonna create a variable, so we're just gonna call it fish. So fish is equal to I. This is more so the fish's name and stuff, right? So this is the name of the fish, that's equal to I. That's what we sent over. So what you're gonna want to do is after this, you're gonna put a space in between, right? Wait, did I already? I don't think I did. Yeah, I don't think I deleted that part actually. Now that I think about it. Anyway, so yeah, so we're gonna have the name of the fish. Then we're gonna use an if statement. We're gonna say if player dot fish caught, which is our main folder. We're going to say find first child. Then we're looking for the name of the fish. So if this means if the player already owns the fish, if they already own the fish and stuff, right? They've already discovered it. Then we're just gonna say player dot fish caught our folder, regular brackets fish, the name of the fish. Then you're just gonna say dot value because it's gonna be a number value plus equal 1. So pretty much the fact that the fish value exists within the fish caught folder means they already have it. But if they already have it, we're just gonna increase the value. The value pretty much means how much of it they own and stuff. So like this would be their second or their third or their fourth of the same kind of fish. Then enter, you'll say else if not player dot fish caught find first child fish enter. So if you don't find it, then we need to create the value. So we're just gonna say local fish value is equal to instance.new. This will be a number value, right? We're going to say fish value dot name is equal to fish, so the name of the fish value dot value, sorry, fish value dot value is equal to 1 by default, and then it'll increase by 1 when you catch more of the same kind of fish. Then fish value dot parent is equal to player dot fish caught folder, keeps track of all the fish we have. Then of course we'll change I to fish. I mean, it's the same thing, but whatever. And then last thing would be to add this break right after. So I realized, so someone in my comments, he came clutch and pointed out that like there was a bug. I forgot to put break right here. And so pretty much what was happening was you were getting the same fish over and over again. So yeah. So just if you guys don't already have it, like after this part right here, and so after we fire their mode event, just simply throw the word break. It prevents the loop from like running multiple times. It'll just run one time and that'll be it. To ensure they only get one fish, but yeah. So let's go ahead and test these. Let's go ahead and test our new additions to the series and make sure they work. As always, if you guys want access to this script or any of my other scripts and models, you guys can become either a channel member or a Discord subscriber. Link to either one of those options can be found in the description. Okay, so actually, hold on. Let me change something real quick. So for testing, I recommend you guys do this, right? Go down here to the shake count and just change this to like a very low number. Because obviously, we're not trying to sit here and click this for like 20 times, right? So as you guys can see with money, level, you see my stats are loaded. We have the fish caught folder. We have the leader stats and stuff with level and money, right? So we have all the leader stats working. So if I open up the bestiary, and nothing is happening. That is weird. That is strange. Nothing is happening. That means I did something wrong. If user type and not processed and predicate find for Charles. Did I spell that right? I feel like I did not spell that right. Yeah, something tells me I did not spell that right. Yeah, that's the problem. I did not spell that right. Okay, so make sure y'all spell this right. So Control C, Control V. That's what it was. Okay, I did not spell that right. All right, let me click play. There we go. Okay, so as you guys can see, when I equip the bestiary, the menu opens. Obviously I don't have any fish and stuff, and then when I unequip it, closes. Let's take out the fishing rod. Let's fish real quick. Shake, shake. I just caught a red snapper fish. If I open the Bestiary, now we see it in my inventory and stuff, no duplicates or anything. If I click it, okay, there is some kind of text version. Oh, my bad, guys. See, forgot. Okay, so not name, sorry, fish name right here. Fish name. So line 59 right here. Except for the mouse button click, I forgot that this isn't name. This is, fish name. So my bad. But yeah, so we fish for something, bam, bam, catch a fish. Click it. There we go. Now we have the name, the rarity, the location, the description. Then if I, close open, bam. Then let me catch another fish. Just caught a sea bass. Now I have two. If I click this, it'll show me the sea bass stuff. So boom, boom, boom. Changes the information, all that cool stuff. Then let me catch the same kind of fish. I just caught a haddock, so no duplicates. What happens is go here, the fish caught, go to haddock, the value is now 2, unlike the sea bass because I caught it twice. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed part 2, definitely leave a like, subscribe. Like I said, continue showing the series love and support, and leave suggestions of what you want to see next, and I'll keep the series going as long as you guys keep showing it love. Thank you for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I'll see you guys in the next video.